Are you in the corporate world and have the fear of losing your job? Or are you a student who is looking to get a job in the corporate world and have the fear of not getting one? Then this series is for you. Do not miss out because this is very critical in the corporate world where Microsoft is the key product being used. All you have to invest is 10 minutes for the next 10 days. Most of the corporate world uses Microsoft as its key product. Everything is in Microsoft. Outlook, Calendar, OneDrive, Excel files, and Word document. These are the core elements of day-to-day activities in the corporate world. And Copilot can help you save more than half of the time spent on these tools. So let's understand how do we use Copilot in the corporate world to get the best of AI in the work environment. Let's get started. In today's video, let's understand the basic of Copilot. What are the options available? How do we use it? And so on and so forth. And in the upcoming videos, let's understand how do we use Copilot for specific tools like Outlook, Excel file, Word document, OneDrive, and so on and so forth. So to begin, I am on m365.cloud.microsoft/chat. Right? So basically M365 Copilot screen. I'm using the web version of it. You could also use the desktop version of the same. So let's quickly walk through this particular page and see what are the options available and how do we use this in our day-to-day activities. So as you can see, it has a search over here where you can search for any chats. And then we have chat where you can actually chat and ask the agent to get some things done for you. And then we have a few agents like researcher, analyst, idea coach, and much more. We'll come to agents in a few days. Then we have all the conversations. These are all the conversations that we've had so far with the Copilot, right? So I'll minimize this as well. Then we have library, notebooks, create something, all the apps in the Microsoft ecosystem, and then the admin access. We are able to see this admin because I'm using the admin account over here. Otherwise, you will not be able to see this, right? And then we have work and web, which we will come to in a while. Then here is where we can add our message. This is where we can add work content, upload images and files, attach cloud files, basically from OneDrive, or chat with a particular agent, okay? This is where we can use dictating, basically voice to text model, or you can also start a new voice chat where you don't have to type, but you talk and the agent will talk back to you. Here are a few options that we had used before, and it is showing us if we want to use it again, right? This is where we will choose how the agent should work. When we select auto, it will automatically decide how long to think, okay? When we select quick response, it will always be a quick response. Okay, and when we select deep thinking or think deeper, it will think for longer before it can answer us back. Okay, when we click on more, we have two options, which is GPT 5.2 quick response and GPT 5.2 think deeper, right? So auto is always good. If you specifically want it to be quick or specifically want it to be thinking deeper, then you can use either of this option. Otherwise, auto is the best choice. Now, if you want a new chat to be opened, then you can click on this one. Okay, and if you want temporary chat, which is like incognito mode in the browser, right, then you can use this. This only means that whenever you go to temporary chat, this chat will not use or create memories and will not be saved in your chat session history. Temporary chats will be retained in accordance with the retention policy defined by your IT administrator and may be accessible to them during that period. So be careful, this is not completely incognito. It can be observed by your IT admins. Okay, so just be careful about that. And you can use this only when you feel that you don't need this chat anymore. Okay, let's say for example, I chat something like, what are the key points in this email? Okay, random message. Now I've got something coming up here. Okay, of course I've not uploaded the email, so it is not giving me any response. But what will happen when I refresh that? That's gone, right? And even if I go back to conversations, okay, I don't have the conversation that we had just now. Okay, this is something else. Automated email summarizer, which was done previously, not now. So let's quickly check one example. I'm going to add it. When is my next meeting? Your next meeting is meeting AI meeting. Date and time today at 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Location is Microsoft Teams meeting. Organizer is made by Richard. We're using this particular account, and that's why that's the organizer right now. Okay, if I want to join the meeting, I can just click on this. It will take me to the Teams meeting link. Okay, can also click on this one. It will take me to the same link. If I want anything else, I can just ask over here. Okay, so let's say, whom is this meeting with? So you can see here the meeting is organized by you, and the invitees include your top collaborator, something at red7.com. Would you like me to list all participants or just provide their roles? Right, so you can do all sorts of things over here. Let's get into the details sometime later. I just wanted to quickly show you how this works. Now let's go to the web world. Okay, and here if I ask, when is my next meeting? Let's see what happens. I currently don't have access to your calendar or meeting schedule. If you would like, you can connect your calendar, Outlook or Google Calendar, so you can check your upcoming meetings. Or you can share your schedule details and I'll help organize or summarize them for you. Okay. Now this is because when we are in the web world, it does not have access to our work related files or any tools. It's the internet. Okay. So you can ask something in general, like how do I connect my Outlook calendar to, let's say, Sheets? Okay. Here is where you can get the answer. Okay. This is generic, not work related. To connect your Outlook calendar to Google Sheets, you have a few options depending on how automated you want the process to be. Option 1, option 2, option 3, and so on and so forth. Right? So if you want anything generic, then you can go to the web world. If you want a specific to your work, then you can come back to the work world and then ask it. This particular option will have access to all your work related files and tools. Okay, Excel files, Word document, OneDrive, your Outlook, calendar, and so on and so forth. Of course, it's basis how your admins have configured it. Now, if you want to chat with any particular agent, okay, like researcher, analyst, idea coach, workflows, employee onboarding agent, this is a custom agent that we built, prompt coach, Microsoft 365 admin, and so on and so forth, we could do that. Okay, let's understand about this a bit later. I just wanted to quickly show you how this works. If you want to attach any files, you can click on /, okay, and you can have any attachments. Okay, it comes from all. You can also select people, you can select files, meetings, emails, and so on and so forth. Right, so you can do that. You can click on it and it gets attached. Those are the couple of shortcuts that we can use on Microsoft Copilot. Now let's go back to one of the previous conversations. Okay, and you can see here, when is my next meeting, right? So here you can see that we have edit option, we have copy option. Both of these are much similar to what we have in ChatGPT or maybe other LLMs as well. Here we have save prompt. Let's click on that. You have the title and the prompt. You can change the title so that you understand what this particular prompt is all about. You can't change the prompt over here. Okay. And you can click on save. Now let's go click on this. You can see here Copilot prompt gallery. Here you will see all the prompts that you have saved so far. Okay. You can select any, you or Microsoft. Okay. So we have suggested prompts over here and you have your prompts available over here. You can see that when you are in the chat mode, you can see more and you can see the prompt gallery over here. Right. So you have suggested your prompts, all the saved prompts will be available over here. Not just that. Now, if we go to the first prompt or any of the prompts, right, you have an option to edit or copy it, but you also have an option to save the prompt. Here you can change the title as you need. Prompt you cannot change. You can click on save. Now you have this view in Copilot prompt gallery. Okay, you can click on this Or you can also click on this particular icon available over here, right? And you can see some of the suggested, which is basically what Microsoft has given us, okay? Or your prompts, which are basically what are the prompts that we have saved, right? You can share this via link, or you can share this to team, okay? So that they can use it in their use cases. Now, if you go to suggested, you can save it, okay, which gets saved into your prompts, or of course you can share the prompt as well. You can also filter out the prompts basis the task like ask, learn, create, catch up, analyze, code, and so on and so forth. Job type is like frontline management, executive, human resource, marketing, sales, so many more, right? You also have Copilot agent like analyst, employee onboarding agent, idea coach, prompt coach, researcher, and so on and so forth. Okay, you can filter this out, get the exact prompt and use it in your use cases. Okay. Now, because we were in the web world, we didn't have one option, which is very interesting. So let me go back to one of the conversations that I've had in the work world. And if I go to any of the prompt, you can see this one, schedule this prompt, which is very interesting, right? Now you can schedule this starting at any particular date and time. And you can also have it recurring on particular days, right? So for example, day, week, month, okay? It is just like your meetings. Okay, you can also say how many times should it run. The maximum time it can run is 15 as of now, right? And you can also receive an email when responses are ready. When can we use this? Let's say, for example, you are using some report generating agent, right? And you want it to be scheduled every day or every week where it is generating a particular report and sharing that report with you in email. How amazing is this? It's like using Copilot for automating something that can help you do certain tasks on a regular basis. Let's quickly check one example and wind up for today. Can you please summarize the latest email I've got? Now, since it has access to our emails from Outlook, it will be able to do that. Your most recent email is titled Boost Efficiency with AI, 5 events to transform your business from Microsoft. It highlights how AI is becoming the key driver of organization growth and efficiency. Let's quickly open Outlook and check if that is true. And there you go. That's precisely what I've got, right? And if I go to my calendar, you can see that AI meeting is available from 7:30 to 8 p.m. So I hope you have already started seeing the power of Microsoft Copilot. And if you want to learn more, stay tuned throughout the series. All you need is 10 minutes for the next 10 days. You can thank me later. And please do not hold on to this for yourself. Please share it with as many people as possible. Maybe your friends, families, and colleagues. Because when you learn together is when you grow together. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.